Next comic I read was Dark Souls Mother of Mourning, written by George Mann, artwork by Manhouse, colors by Steve Cannon, lettering by And World Designs James, edited by Ibrahim Kazi, designed by Oz Brown. This was something that I saw in the comic book store and was a little fascinated by. I didn't know Dark Souls had comic, and it turns out they have a lot. There's like a whole selection of them, all done by Titan Comics, and opened it up. The artwork, stunning, very cool, very gothic, very it kind of reminds me of the comic that I started, which was The Pale Knight. It has that same saturation and kind of look to it. Overall, I was kind of stunned. I thought this comic was honestly a little bit. I thought it was gonna be bad, but I was surprised. I'm kind of interested to see where this story goes. Also, just want to throw it out there, not familiar with Dark Souls. I'm not familiar with really any From Software game. FromSoft game. I played a little bit of Elden Ring. I played a lot of Elden Ring Night Rain. I beat the main campaign, just haven't beaten the DLC bosses or anything like that. But I beat the main bosses. I hadn't heard of Dark Souls. I think I tried to play Dark Souls 3 years ago, but no Sekiro, no Bloodborne, no nothing. But it's on my list of things I want to actually go through eventually. I guess my first real exposure to the story is through this. So from what I've gathered, in the world of Dark Souls, there used to be some great kingdom seems to be multiple kingdoms, but here there is known as the Grand Order of the Knights of the Mourning. Their whole spiel, their whole shtick is that they actively go and protect the body of the Mother of Lilies. Could be a goddess, could be just a person, whatever, but her soul was taken by a creature years ago, and their entire purpose is to protect her body and to eventually return the soul back to her, and that's their entire purpose, their whole existence. And the story follows this knight who kind of looks like Guts from Berserk. His name's Lucadius, and Lucadius is big, strong, and he's got two friends here, Sten and Grathan, who are also knights of this order, and they learn that one of their fellow knights has been lost on a great quest. The Meister comes up, Meister Rendis, and is like, hey, I need you, Lucadius, to go out there and to find the soul of the Mother of Lilies, to kind of undo this growing darkness that's taking place in the land. The crops are dying, the light is being ripped away, the shadows are growing, yada yada yada. It seems like just the world is starting to grow into what we see Dark Souls to eventually become. The comic then goes from there, where it just starts with them coming together. They are on their journey, and they figured out that she is at the mausoleum of Galth, and the entire thing is there's the Herculean task. You're gonna deal with some monsters and creatures and dark beings and whatever. But as they're setting up camp in this abandoned building, they have a crow that can telepathically speak to them. The question is this crow trustworthy? Is it trying to screw with us or anything? But it claims that it's sent by the mother herself. So Lucadius is like, fine, we'll listen to the bird. And it leads them down towards the mausoleum, and the story or the issue ends with them reaching the mausoleum, knowing that there's going to be monsters and things they gotta kill later on. Thought it was interesting. Very excited to keep going and kind of see how the story unfolds. I am kind of curious as I go through all of these comics, because I feel like I kind of want all of them now. I'm like, what is really the story of Dark Souls? Is this really lore rich? Because I always thought it was just kind of like a battleground of just monsters and stuff. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this goes. I am very fascinated to see more of it, though. I'm really enjoying it.